What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. I have no idea if this Flash movie is going to be any good. I still don't think Ezra Miller makes the best Barry Allen, but there's a lot in that Super Bowl Sunday trailer that dropped. It has me excited. Probably the biggest is seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman. And I'm a big fan of Ben Affleck's Batman as well, but there's something about seeing Michael Keaton, my original big screen Batman, suited back up. This got me really hyped up. And of course, with every movie now, Hot Toys like, oh, we want in on that too. And it's kind of ironic that the first figure from this Flash film that we're seeing is not either version of Ezra Miller's Flash, but Michael Keaton's Batman. And this figure looks incredible. I missed out earlier when they tackled this figure, but this new version looks amazing. And it kind of makes me hope that maybe at some point they'll revisit the Christopher Reeve Superman figure later on, because I missed that and I desperately want that in my collection, as well as Adam West and Burt Ward Batman and Robin. But let's take a look at this Michael Keaton Batman based on the 1989 Batman film. So the detail on this guy is incredible. I mean, the cowl looks really spot on from that design from Tim Burton's film. The way it's set up and got the whole cowl, and then the logo, the Bat logo focus center. Then we got the cloak, cape underneath. We've got this rubber armor suit, but I think they figured out a way this time to show off all the detail to make it accurate to the source material and still have a lot of flexibility, a lot of posability. They made the arms a separate piece, of course, hidden underneath the cape, which is really smart. So he can do a lot of posing. He can get those arms up to do a punching, all that good stuff. And then he can also shoot the arms out to do the grapple gun hook and just all that fun stuff that you expect out of this Batman. But the cape looks great. The utility belt looks really spot on too. I love the shine of this black. It looks really great. You see all those details like in the gloves and the hooks on the gloves, gauntlets. I really love that head sculpt. It looks fantastic. And just you can see all the aspects of Michael Keaton, even though you're only seeing the lower half of his face, which I think is really well done. The bat ears go up to really nice long amount. Just the texture on that outfit looks great. I mean, it really has that leathery appearance that you saw in the film Batman and Batman Returns. Big fan of both. But yeah, they got the underneath the cowl, the black paint area around his eyes, capturing that look properly. And as always, Hot Toys does such a fantastic job with the skin texture. So you can see that modeling with the paint. So it's not just one consistent skin tone. It's just like, it looks like an actual skin tone. Got a little hint of a 5 o'clock shadow as well. A little cleft on the chin. Really nicely done figure. And then we've got some other shots where you can see how far the arms can spread out. So we can get that gliding down, cape in the air, landing shot. Really cool. And then they've got those separate eyeball functions that we've seen with lots of figures, including that Bestman Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker figure. That's cool because it's really fun to just play around and get different expressions. McFarlane would love it because you can make the eyes go to the side, but you can do all kinds of cool stuff with those rotating eyeballs. And it's really fun because it really changes the look of the figure just from being able to shift the eyes from left to right and a little bit up and down as well. There's 3 separate plates. One has a bloody, in the middle of combat kind of, I've taken a bad beating, but I'm still here. Then we got that partial smile look that we've seen several times in the film, and then the neutral one. I love those options along with those eyeballs, the rotating eyeballs. Got lots of options in terms of how you want your Batman to look. He's littered with accessories as well, and that's always a good thing to see in these figures because you know you're going to pay a little bit of money for them. So for this Batman, we've got the grapple gun, of course. Got some ninja stars, not his batarangs. We've also got a batarang on a hook. He's got his remote control to call the Batmobile, which is really cool. And of course, numerous different hand sculpts, clutch and grab and open hands. Then the Batman figure stand. I've never had a problem with my Hot Toys figures falling because it would be a real problem if they dropped and fell like some of my other figures, like my Marvel Legends. But they always stand up pretty well, so the stand always feels like a, well, thanks for, okay, including it, but I don't need it. This figure looks really good, and they teased all kinds of great shots. I mean, this figure looks amazing, and it's really going to be a cool showcase Batman in the collection. Now I am kind of thinking maybe I need to go grab a Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale version of Batman, so I can have the 3 signature Batmans in my lifetime, I guess, in movie form. Of course, I do want that Adam West, like I mentioned before. The Hot Toys Batman also comes with the deluxe edition where you can have like a gargoyle statue stand to put him up against. I don't think it's really as necessary as some of the other ones. That's going to run you a little bit extra than the $279 of this figure. That deluxe edition is going to be $345. The gargoyle base does look really cool, and I think you're paying for that. It's not a deal where it's like, dude, come on, how am I paying so much extra for this lame base? I mean, you see it, the detailing on that base looks really well done, really well crafted. It's got some height to it as well. It's taller than Batman, so it's going to be like maybe 14, 15 inches. So that's really nice. It's got that diorama setup where it's from the final act of Batman, where he's facing off with the Joker in the top of that church steeple. So it's really cool. And it's one of those deals I wish you could put like multiple ones there, so you get like have Joker in between them, and then have Batman and your mysterious Vicky Vale that's off camera, hanging on for dear life before he comes after him. I'm really hoping this leads to them re-releasing the Jack Nicholson Hot Toys Joker figure, because I missed out. And now with this new chance to get the Hot Toys Michael Keaton Batman, I think I do need to have the Joker to go alongside him as well. So really well done figure. And like I said, I don't think the price point of $279 or $345 for the deluxe version is too bad. We've seen some other figures where I'm kind of wondering where this price is going. But with all the details on this outfit, making sure that rubber suit is movable, posable, and somewhat flexible so you can do some things with it and not just go, this is terrible. I did not notice in any of the shots that Hot Toys took of this Batman, that sidekick, remember that shot in the movie where the guy comes out with the nunchucks and swords and it's going off, and then Batman just does a little sidekick and bam. So I am hoping that there's still some options to do that hip movement. With the gliding shot, we do see that his knees bend, but I'm curious how far that hip range is and whether or not we can actually hit some really deep poses for him, and maybe some crouching on a base maybe. And that wasn't it in terms of the Hot Toys 1989 Batman reveals for the day. We also got the thing that I think is going to end some marriages or destroy some bank accounts. They showed the Batmobile, and this thing looks amazing. It has all kinds of LED lights, just the detail. I mean, this is like the signature Batmobile for a lot of us, who grew up watching those Batman movies with Michael Keaton, all 2 of them. But we're going to see it again in this one, so it's kind of neat to have 3. But this Batmobile really looks impressive. I think this is going to be another one of those showcase pieces for your collection, like the Back to the Future DeLorean set. You got your Doc Brown, you've got your Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly characters, got them hanging right outside the DeLorean. With this Batmobile, you can pose and have your Batman right there. Then you can also, it has a little stand that you can lift up, sounded like how it was in the movie. So you can have that and showcase, maybe rotate it around a bit. But it looks great. I mean, of course, with Hot Toys, we're going to get all that detail in the interior. So it's not just a thing, oh, it's all blank, but all kinds of bells and whistles, buttons, gadgets inside. There's a sleekness to this Batmobile that I think has always been really cool with this design. Of course, Batman can fit in it, so you can pull that cockpit back and forth to have him in there. Not quite sure from these shots if that allows for another person to fit in there. We've never seen a Vicky Vale figure in any kind of form, 6-inch, 3.75, 12-inch, but I think it'd be kind of neat to actually have a Vicky Vale, or at least the option to customize one and put her beside him in this Batmobile. Because, and it does have 2 seats, so you actually can put a second figure in there. I would love for Hot Toys to reach out something with Kim Basinger to actually get a Vicky Vale figure. We've never seen her in any kind of form, like a 12-inch, with any kind of likeness of Kim Basinger. That'd be really neat to have her done in Hot Toy style, because it'd be done right. But that'd be really cool. So we can get 2 figures in this thing. There's light up features all throughout the dashboard, and the details on this dashboard are insane. So much. I'm sure it's completely screen accurate to the film. I haven't looked at screenshots of the Batmobile interior in a while, but just the detail is tremendous. The front, of course, the back light up, really well done. Got that Gatling gun so he can destroy the Joker barricade. Then they've got the side rail grapple hook as well. So just really nice. And putting this next to Batman, it's just like, yo, this is the ultimate display set for your original 1989 Batman display. So well done. I really wish Michael Keaton had gotten a Robin, because that would have been cool to have a Robin to go alongside him. There's a really cool Batman comic book that envisioned the next chapter of the Tim Burton Batman films with Billy D. Williams, Two-Face as a villain. It's well worth checking out if you haven't. And they actually introduced a Robin in that as well. So anyway, really great set. Let's go to destroy some bank accounts, because it's $715. So it's not cheap. It is a lot of money, but it's not scheduled to come out until April 2024, which in Hot Toys terms means probably September 2025. So you got time to pay for it. As usual with Hot Toys, you can pay kind of as you want for this deal. So you can kind of break those payments up to a more reasonable, manageable deal if you want. You can do it starting at $80.44. So that's 8 payments, not too shabby. So if you look at it like that, it was $80 a month to get this amazing Batmobile. I think if you look at it from that perspective, probably not a bad deal. It's not as expensive as you think when you just hear $715. But I'm really impressed with this. As always, Hot Toys knocks things out. I had to kind of ease up on my Hot Toys purchases because they were getting too expensive, and I still had so many other lines that I was collecting and their prices were going up too. So I really like this. Think this is a great set, and hopefully we'll get a Joker to go along with this as well. Maybe an Alfred. Bob the Goon would be fun as well. But yeah, maybe an Alexander Knox. But we really need to get a Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale, maybe Prince in his Joker attire as a special bonus figure. That'd be cool. We've seen Michael Jackson figures, so why can't we get a Prince figure like this too? So anyway, really like this set. I think this is really well done. As always, Hot Toys knocks this stuff out. I'm really curious to see what their Flash version looks like. We've seen like the McFarlane version of it so far, but I'm really curious to see what theirs looks like. I always hated that Justice League take on Flash's costume. Maybe this will be the version I get to go alongside my Batfleck, Henry Cavill Superman, Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, and my Jason Momoa Aquaman. So we'll see. But anyway, really like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as usual. Thank you so much for watching. This episode of Loud's Figure Files has been filed.